Today, I come onto this episode with a spirit of somberness, disconcerted, challenged, and asking myself, do I truly have the power of one? Do you have the power of one? We know that Kenya has gone through an amazingly turbulent and transformational season this year of 2017. And I want to dedicate this particular episode to entrepreneurs, not masafaras, not hustlers, entrepreneurs who are doing the right thing every day to put bread on their table, to serve a need, and to do so ethically. And so as I do this, I want to recognize the effort that many entrepreneurs who may never be recognized, who are the ones who are ensuring that life is going on in the estates, in the slums, up country, that those are the people I want to recognize today. I also want to dedicate this show to the entrepreneurs who have taken the time to learn how to up their game, to become the kind of multi-generational businesses that they can pass on to their children, children's children, but more importantly, that they can professionalize. Those who I have taught together with many other faculty at Strathmore Business School. I want to dedicate this to the entrepreneurs, the small, the medium-sized, the large, because they all had to go through their sets of challenges. And I'm reminded as I sit here of these ducks that are going through this water. When you look at the duck actually is paddling looking very calm. But beneath the surface, the duck is paddling for dear life. And sometimes I think this year as Kenyans, we have been somewhat paddling for dear life, finding a way to transform our nation. And so today, this episode is about the power of one. When I think about our national anthem, and allow me to just quote in voice, 2 lines. Na tujenge taifa letu, ndio wajibu wetu. What does that mean? Let us build our country. It's actually our sole responsibility. So whether we are going into the polls, whether we are going to do this or the other, whatever is happening, there is a power of one. Today, choose to be that person who gives a different narrative. Choose to be the one who minds your language. So I started by saying we can't call entrepreneurs masafaras, mahustlers. No, we've got to raise the language, because many times the way we speak is very much based on how we think and how we feel about what's happening. I'm not saying, let's not say that things are tough. That's okay, they are tough. It's not business as usual, not at all. But in the same possibilities of challenge is a possibility of opportunity. So to my entrepreneurial networks and friends, and all those who are thinking of starting a business, I also want to honor Ligaki Apparels, who have dressed me and have made, for instance, this piece. And when I remember where Ligaki began many years ago, she has been consistently growing her skill, her team, and her repertoire of the kind of clothes that she makes. That could be your mother, that could be your sister. What I want you to remember is there's the power of one. Even if everyone is opposed to you, even if everyone is talking about an ethnic narrative, how about we start speaking a human narrative? If we think about Malala, the book I Am Malala, she beat the odds to change the narrative, because right there it was a life and death situation. So today, what message are you sending on WhatsApp? Is it an inflammatory message, or is it an enabling and building message? Where is it in that group that you can actually make the difference and say, today, why don't we pray for our nation? Why don't we unify? What about in the family front? Is your family the kind that says, wewe mtoto wangu, make sure you don't speak to so-and-so who comes from another tribe? I certainly hope not. Because at the end of the day, whatever seeds we plant as adults, as human beings and as entrepreneurs, will be the kind of seed which will have an effect in the long run. So, I hope you leave this episode with the power of one, that no matter how hopeless you may be feeling, you have the key to make a difference today, the next minute, tomorrow. Even if you fall, remember the duck. Somehow, as it's paddling, it's doing its mileage. And if its goal was to go around this lake, it will achieve that goal, whether it's at a slow speed or a fast speed. So you have the power of one. Don't forget that. For as long as you're breathing, you can choose to make a positive difference. And together, we can build this nation, our country Kenya, and the continent of Africa. Don't forget to subscribe. Breakthrough with Patricia Murugami.